The third and final race for the lightweights are about to head out on track, and we now have some beautiful racing conditions here at Knockhill. A little bit of wind, but I'm sure this is going to provide plenty of close action. I'm going to hand it to Dennis and Dunk, and they will take you through proceedings.
Beautiful weather conditions, Dennis, and we're already under starters orders for this lightweight race. Looking like we're going to get a race start instantly, and away we go. The guys away from the front of the bin and everybody heading down towards the hairpin. Beautiful onboard shot from John Andrucci here as we head towards the hairpin, and Craig Sherlaw going up the inside. A little Lewis Rollo, but Lewis Rollo just cuts his nose off there.
He just rolls around the outside, doesn't he?
Rolls round the outside.
And you've got to say, this is a good class, and these guys have been racing hard across the course of the weekend. Craig Sherlaw has sometimes been in front of young Lewis Rollo, but Lewis Rollo each time fighting back, and we've been impressed with Craig Sherlaw on the mini trim. But
Lewis Rollo catching a little bit of red curve there, Dennis. Sorry.
And it didn't affect him, did it? He just kept going as normal.
You either. It affected me more than it affected Lewis Rollo, and I'm in the commentary box here. Mike Skinner out here as well. We've got to give him a bit of a heads up shout out here in the big triumph. There's Grant Reid, our 400 man. Grant Reid on a beautiful, it's probably one of the nicest bikes in the paddock, that little 400 Kawasaki Grant Reid's.
Yeah, for sure, and he's got a couple of them as well, hasn't he? Done a wet bike and a dry bike.
So keep your eyes on Lewis Rollo as well. A beautiful little 450 Aprilia, V-twin Aprilia, Dennis. Really, it is a class little bike, and he's riding it up and down the country this year. Yeah,
for sure, doing quite a bit. You've got to say that Mike Skinner, I know you referred to him, in third place. First race mate, he's only about 3 or 4 years, and he's riding the wheels off that thing. He's on a triumph there, using a triple in this class, but doing a good job. I
know our co-commentator Gary Stagg gets a little bit dewy or gooey under the eyeballs and you start talking about triumphs, but it's a big setup and beg triumph, and he's not got a screen to hide behind, and Mike Skinner is a talented man, he's a very quick man out there, and we'll see if the weight of that bike maybe starts causing a problem for him later on during the race. But Keith Dickie, let's look out for Keith Dickie. He's chasing Grant Reid just now. Keith Dickie's got the orange vest on it, and he's just gone right round the outside of Grant Reid. Dennis Hobbs gives a big punch in there and a thumbs up to Keith Dickie there. 10 out of 10 Keith Dickie for effort.
I like that one. That was pretty impressive. He lined that up very early on as he went through Scotsman, just kept the momentum up, kept the speed on all the way through, round into Leslie's and up over the top, and you've got to be impressed with that one. And the number 4 machine there, is that another one
Ryan
of the 450s?
Yeah, Ryan McAdam on another 450. These little Aprilias are absolutely gorgeous. There's Natasha Moss on the lovely little NC35. She actually entered the meeting and didn't know it was reverse direction, did she?
That's right, and she had a top 10 finish as well in her first ever outing, Duncan, and she was only a Sunday only competitor, so no practice as such, straight into it, and she did a fantastic job in the opening race for the lightweights this morning, and she's one of the people that's got stronger and stronger with every dry race as well, getting quicker all the time.
We spoke to her this morning, she looked like a rabbit in the headlights. I didn't know it was reverse direction, my dad just entered me. So well done Natasha Moss to her. Grant Reid still under more pressure this time. He's got back past Keith Dickie, but Keith Dickie and Grant Reid, Dickie on the mini twin, Grant Reid on the Formula 400. Grant Reid normally fighting with Tom Robinson. Grant's a little bit slow just at the apex, the hill he just throttles off.
You could tell that, couldn't you? Almost as if he stalled the bike at the top and Dickie kept that momentum up. But these bikes pretty much evenly matched, so they charged down towards a hairpin. And look at that in front of them there, that's the number 5 bike of George Spence,
Yeah, George Spence, our TT regular and veteran. Great to see George still competing over there in Isle of Man. A local fifer to the track, and George, we do like him a lot, as we still pick up with Natasha Moss as she comes up through St Curves there. She will lose that novice vest pretty quickly because she's doing a good bit of riding all over the place. Phil Walters as well, who she is having a bit of a battle with, but he would pick up with Spence, Reid, Dickie and McAdam as they come through the Arnold Clark chicane.
And these guys all starting to close up together, and you've got to be impressed with Ryan McAdam there on the 450 again, looking pretty comfortable. But that's the same bike as Lewis Rollo's riding at the sharp end, and Lewis Rollo absolutely on a mission.
Dickie just did it again, right round the outside of Grant Reid. That is the cheekiest move we have seen in a long time there, and Grant Reid will be thinking, no, not twice, and he's almost at the pit exit as well.
He used all the road and more, Duncan, and that's definitely your line that he's taught there.
Well, I like that. Well done, Keith Dickie, 10 to 10. But here comes Grant Reid back on the brakes. Grant has always been extremely strong on the brakes, and he does that into the hairpin. Dickie tries to hang it out round the high side, but it's not to be. And we're going to see Ryan McAdam, that's his first time here as well, first time reverse direction, and we've got a rider down.
Yeah,
Phil Walters there.
Yeah, I saw the yellow flag then for a split second.
So unfortunately the red flags come out straight away as Craig Sherlaw was fighting with Lewis Rollo at the front of that one, and that was Phil Walters. But we're going to get a restart straight away here, restarting straight away. The rider was okay with Phil Walters there. And here we go, Lewis Rollo and Craig Shirley. A little bit of a, was that a jump start from those gentlemen there?
It looked like a little bit of creeping there, didn't it?
We will leave that one open, but look at Natasha Moss. She's already past Tom Robinson. She's down towards the hairpin on the inside, and she's up to around about 7th or 8th position as side by side through the hairpin goes Shirlaw and Rollo as they accelerate away from Mike Skinner and the rest of the guys. And this is giving everybody a second chance to get up there onto that actual podium.
Yeah, just looking further down the field there in 8th place, I think that's Graham Bedell there. He's one of the guys with the orange vest on. You coming to the race.
Dennis, there was that bit of contact there. Shirlaw rides into the gravel trap now.
It looked like there was a bit of smoke or possibly, I don't know if that was off the back brake there of
or was it tyre to tyre?
I mean, that looked like a pretty close manoeuvre between him and young Lewis Rollo, so we're not sure exactly what went on there, but Craig Shirley kept the bike upright. He's rejoining Duncan, just looking out the window there. He's at the back of the grid. He's got a lot of work to do now.
Absolutely fantastic, Dennis. Yeah, there was a little puff of smoke. Now, was that Craig locking up, stand on the back brake, or was there tyre-to-tyre contact? But either way, well held with Craig Shirley up very, very close at the front. Now, that's let Lewis Rollo up. Look at this! Good grief! 3 wide, and they've got like half the track to spare on the other side of them as George Spence, Keith Dickie and Ryan McAdam come in towards the hairpin.
That was fantastic.
That's my heart pumping. People at the pit wall almost telling them to spread out a little bit there.
That was pretty awesome. Ryan McCann got a good exit on the hairpin there. He's going around the outside of Keith Dickie as he chases down George Spence now as he goes back in towards Clark's.
Yeah, in towards Clark. No yellow flag now. Craig Shirley has managed to paddle through that deep pan gravel trap and rejoin the racetrack. As Dennis said, looking at the commentary box window, we could see him. He's dead last, but he will have a comeback on. You can guarantee that. Keith Dickie unfortunately lost out to Ryan McAdam there, and these guys both still chasing that canny veteran, which is George Spence. And Grant Reid this time, he's managed to get away from Keith Dickie as Ryan McAdam was underneath George Spence here.
And Grant Reid, he's been winning all the 400 races this weekend, and you've got to say Tom Robinson, he's had a few machine issues recently, Duncan. He's been on a few track days, he's been trying to sort the bikes out, and it keeps reoccurring what the problems that are going on with that. And Tom Robinson just not as quick as he would be, or as confident in normal direction, and this is good for Grant Reid and good for the championship.
Well, these little 400s are very finicky little bikes. They're quite highly tuned, some of them, and they've been around quite a while. You've got to keep your eye on them, and Tom Robinson, unfortunately, with a bit of a problem. He says he's changed almost everything on the bike and he's just starting to get a handle on it, but because of that, he hasn't really been riding because he's had so many mechanical issues. And speak of the devil, there he is behind Graham Bodell. That's Tom Robinson on the number 55 bike there, the blue 400cc Yamaha. Beautiful bike, that.
And I believe Graham Bedell might be entering the clubman class at the end of the year on a Ducati, which would be interesting to see. So Graham Bedell already looking at moving up and forward.
Another man who's come from track nights, predominantly the Ducati Glasgow track nights that they have here at Knockhill Racing Circuit. And Graham Bodell are a regular for that, and decided, well, why not? Let's give racing a shot. And look at him, he's racing with guys that have raced with for years now. So this is new to everybody, reverse direction. So Graham Bodell on his number 80 SV650, his number 33 SV650 in towards the hairpin, just ahead of number 55, Tom Robinson.
Yeah, Tom Robinson there looking better and better all the time, but it's just taken him all weekend to try and get up to speed. But look at the action of Lewis Rollo off the side of the bike, using his body, picking the bike up, using all the road and charging hard. And it's down to Craig Shirley to try and catch up towards this one. He's already up into about 9th place as Craig Shirley from the back of the field. He's obviously off the track, dunking out of our window, rejoined dead last, so he's doing a great job chasing up. But Tom Robinson's still looking at the back of Graham Bodell, and he's looking nice and smooth. And Ducati Glasgow sponsored is Graham Bodell as well, as he charged through in towards Leslie and back over the top of the curve onto the start finish straight.
Great spectating day today, nice and clear sunshine, not that cold out there, the wind's died down, so this mini twin race, really a great place to watch from Dennis, probably down in the Scotsman area where you can see absolutely everything. But look at George Spence fighting with Ryan McAdam. No, George Spence, the camera cuts away at the wrong time. Lewis Rollo wins the race. Please tell me George Spence kept upright. He did. George Spence keeps it upright, thankfully gets through there. There's a little bit of a grass cutting moment, but he's still fighting with Ryan McAdam and Keith Dickie, and George Spence's heart rate will be higher than anybody's you can imagine. He's throttled off a little bit.
He has, and look at Craig Shirley.
Craig Shirley's going to mug them all in the line as he comes over here. Craig Shirley does get George Spence, but doesn't get Keith Dickie. But good grief, George, what are you doing to yourself out there? But your race winner standing on the pegs in the back straight, little Lewis Rollo.
Lewis, another win. That's exactly what you were looking for this morning.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got the 2 wins yesterday in the Knockhill and in the Scottish Sin. This morning I got 2 seconds, but we made a few changes to the bike, got a new back tyre and because it was spinning up a wee bit coming out the hairpin, but it was damp as well. So, but now the track's bone dry and roasting hot, so I said I was going to try for the win, and I tried my hardest there, and just got a wee bit of lead, and then kept that lead, and then it ended up getting red flagged, and then I got a good start on the restart and just needed to go around the outside of him, and then I got the jag up to the corner around the back, and he hit my back wheel, but we both stayed on, and then I finished the race in first, so I'm happy.
And Mike, second place, not quite keeping up with the young lad. Obviously, your son's been doing the business, taking the wins, but second ain't bad.
It's a young man's sport, this. I'm just having a bit of fun this weekend. Really enjoying it, enjoying the reverse direction. Still trying to get my head into it, but really, really enjoyed the weekend so far.
And third place this time, some bright, dry conditions for you as well.
Yeah, actually, perfect, but obviously, unfortunately, Craig went straight on at Clark's, so I seen the opportunity. I just tagged in the back of these two guys and stuck with them, and here we are, third place, so I'm happy.
So as we see the guys on the podium, Lewis Rollo from Mike Skinner and Grant Reid, they're getting their garlands and their trophies. And we end this programme on a sad note. We have to report the passing of Matthew "Matt" Polanski, seen here in the centre of the front row on his number 80 R6 Yamaha. Leading the race, battling hard with Lee Teasdale, Matt was a very popular figure in the paddock. Not just a racer, a family man and a very good friend. Matt loved his bike sport, whether it was racing or watching on the television. On behalf of everybody at the Knockhill Motorsports Club and the circuit and AJK TV, we'd like to offer our deepest condolences to Matthew's family.